Okay. You're ready. Okay, everybody. I'm back. And I worked out here. We got some more snow, so I shoveled the driveway and snow blowed again today. And headed back out here. If I don't get out here by a certain time, I get sidetracked and I don't get hardly nothing done. So I have to get out here at a certain time every day to get anything done. And I work, and once I get going, I do pretty good. But okay, so today's progress, I worked on finishing off the other battery, the battery cover and the battery box side shields and the floor. So I got the floor tacked in there today. I got the seat bracing underneath there closed in, and I got the first linkages done for the 3-point hitch. So if you look back way up here, you can see how it goes up here and right behind the floor, the rock shaft. There's a shaft that goes across, and that's what lifts that arm right there, and then you got your linkages, and that's what lifts your 3-point hitch arms, and that's what raises your plow or anything that was mounted with the 3-point hitch. But these days, most of everything's done with hydraulic cylinders from the tillage and everything. So anyway, here's what I got. Okay, come over here first, and I'll show you the floor. I got the floor kind of roughed in, and I got come around the back. You can kind of see I did a little bit more work on the rear axle. So I'm going to kind of just show you how it looks there. Okay, so Deb, go back around. I'm going to pull this off. Okay, so this is going to come off right here. And I got the tube put in here for the rock shaft. So this goes on. Let's see, this goes on. There's a washer that goes here. Then this goes on here. Then this goes on here, through there. And there's another washer. So the other arm goes here. And this washer goes here. This one goes, this goes on here. I'll snug it up a little bit here so it'll stay in place. Okay, here we go. Right there. There. So if you look here, you can see the lift arms and the rock shaft. The shaft goes right through there, down below at the bottom, just above the transmission, the axle. So then what comes on after that is the lower arm here. And so this will get attached down here. Let me kind of lean it up here. So this will get attached down here, and here's the linkage, the lift linkage. So this will go here, and this arm will go here. Then this will go in this clevis up here, and the clevis down below. So this is about as good as, then these pins will go in here. Let's see, here's one I put that in just to kind of hold it there. So there's a little bit involved here, building all these pieces for everything here. A second, let me see. Here's one more. Yeah, let me hurry. I'll see if I can give you guys an idea. Okay, so here's the other clevis, and so this will go through there, right there. And so then this will go down here, and all these holes I've kind of stretched them a little bit, wiggled them in the drill press, so that the real 3-point hitch, the arm swings in and out, because a lot of times if you had to hook up to something, you had to swing it out when you backed up, and then you pushed it over the pin, and then you locked it in place. So it had to move. It has to move back and forth for it to do that. So I even left some play in that. So that's where I am right now. I got the first side, the shaft is in. I got the first side here, and the linkage here, and then the arm there. So what I did was I built these clevises with, I'll bring in some in a bit. Right here. The way I do the clevises is right here. If you can kind of zoom in a little bit, Deb.
Yeah, I had to clean the lens. It was.
You can kind of see that clevis.
Yeah.
Then down here, there's another clevis right there.
Yeah.
So what I do to make them turn out perfectly lined up is I drill a hole in the end of both pieces right here. And I don't know. Let me go over there and see. Come over here to the drill. Drill press real quick, and we'll see if we can't. I'll be right back with the plan. Oh, another thing. Somebody asked me why I'm so dressed up, and it's because it's cold out here. And they say, well, Don, why don't you invest in a heater? And so after I drill it, I wiggle it around a little bit, because after you sand it, it makes the hole smaller, and I want a little bit of play in it, so everything wiggles. So there's one, and here's the second one. I have 3 space heaters and 2 kerosene heaters, and I come out here every morning and I turn this point towards that space heater, and I turn that space heater on for 5 minutes. That's all it's on, 5 minutes, and it takes the chill out. It's all insulated in here. It's a small area, and I work out here usually till 11:30 when I go in for lunch with no heat, no extra heat. It's just if I can keep the wind off me and just the chill out, then I'm fine. I dress up, I dress warm, and I enjoy it. I like. If you're moving around, you stay warm. But if you're just standing around or sitting around, it's too cold. It'd be too cold out here. So anyway, that's the deal with my heaters. If once in a while, if it gets down really cold, like this week it's supposed to be colder, I will crank it on for 5 minutes, maybe once every hour or two, but not very much. Okay, so here I drilled the holes for the clevis. And so here, that's step 1, is just to get the 2 ends. And then I'm going to round these off. There's step 2 is to round off the end. I'm going to flip it around because that's hot. I'll burn myself. So I'll round this one off real quick. I'll kind of show you how I make one clevis. Okay, there's the other one, so you can see, I can grab in the middle, it's not hot. Okay, so there's that. So I'm just going to take the measurement off of this right here. I'm going to line this up because I can see how I want it to be the same as the other clevis that I made. So it's going to put me right there. So I'm going to cut that off. All right, let me see. Okay, come down here. Put this in the vise. Glasses. And I'm going to cut that off. You know, I'm going to bring this up here. So Deb, if you want to come up here real quick and kind of see it. And I'm going to line this up right there and mark this one right the same length. So, okay, put that back and I'll cut this one off. This is all just metal that I buy at Home Depot or just locally in a box at the tractor store. So it's not anything special that you have to go buy. The sheet metal I do buy at the steel store because I buy full sheets of it. I buy probably 10 or 20 full sheets of sheet metal every year. Okay, so now I got these two pieces you can see right here. I'm looking, I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying, guys. Trying to show you something. Okay, so this will go through here. This will go through here. I'm looking for a little washer that's down here. It's easier for me to go grab one. Alright, here's one. Here it is. Okay, so I go to here. I put this on here. Okay, so now I put this, line both of those up, those little pieces, right like that. And put a nut on that. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. All right. So the clevises are a little tricky. So I already established how wide I want that opening. So I knew that a 1/4 inch nut in one of the washers was the size that I needed. So I'm going to tighten that up. Just with these. I'll tighten that up so that will stay there, right there. Okay. Even though it didn't come out perfect, it doesn't matter because when I put the side piece on, that's when it lines up. So the next thing I would do is right here, come back down here. I can't find nothing. I have everything ready.
You're right. It's like a cook.
Okay. There's so many little pieces of everything that you... Well, let me go back down there a second, see if it's back down there.
What is it?
That little piece of metal that I just cut these off there. And I don't see where it went. I don't see where it went.
Maybe it's still in the vise. No.
Nothing in there unless it fell. Nope. Well, I guess we kind of just have to kind of plan it. So anyway, what I would do next is I would take this shaft and I would just set this right here. And I would set this right here and I would weld this right onto there. And so that would, I would fill that all in on both sides. And once that was welded, actually I would take the grinder and just taper that a little bit so it'd fit down in there, and then it'd be a lot better weld. So it wouldn't matter that those weren't perfect, because when I set that down in there, that's when I do the final lineup and tack it. So that's how I make a clevis, and how it lines up every time is by putting a spacer in here, how wide I need it to be, and then going up here and then tapering this off and welding that in place. So then you can see how it ended up looking like this. So we had one that was done with the flat steel, this flat stuff, and then the clevis was put on, and then we have the other one here that was done with the round shaft, and that was how this one was done. And then this one here is a round tubing, and then I went and I welded some flat stuff onto the end of that for the hole to be on the end, so that'll give it kind of a look. And then this one here is 3/4 inch tubing with a washer welded on each end, and then that was welded to the flat stuff. So that's kind of how I made.
Nothing, my finger got in front of the camera.
So then we can, I think, what else did it say? That was it. So let me take this pin out here. So I'm gonna hook this here and I'll slide this back into the axle right here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. There, everything's still kind of sitting there. There's the hood. I still got to tweak everything, but it's like I said before, it's a puzzle. It's like a puzzle. All the pieces have to go together, so you can't really do the final assembly until all the different pieces are made to see if they're all going to mesh with the other pieces. But so far, I'm pretty tickled with how it's looking. I see this lever here is a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut this off and shorten it probably an inch. On the toy over there, the top of the seat and the top of this lever here is what I was going by. And if you look on the toy, that if you look right side to side, it's pretty close to being right exactly at the top of that seat is the top of that knob, so that lever. So I will bring it down. I will definitely bring it down to, I'll probably cut it right here at the bend, then I'll cut it up here, and I'll take this out so the top of this will be down here. And so then that'll make that look, and I actually might even do the same thing. I'll cut this at the curve and bring it down too, so I goofed up on that a little bit, but that's no big deal. If I can make a whole model with thousands of pieces, I can surely modify a lever or two. So anyway, there you guys, the 3-point hitch is going good. Tomorrow I should get that done, roughed in, and then I'm going to work on the drawbar and the rear PTO and get some of that stuff done. Third link, I gotta have to build the third link, and the shield for the PTO, and the PTO's got a spline in it, and I'll take my little Dremel tool and I'll actually make a spline on that PTO. But once I get this done, this could get it probably tomorrow's Thursday, so Friday I should get done. Then you got your hydraulic outlets here on the back. So by Friday night, I think the back of this should be done. The gear, the rear end, and all the pieces up here, down the drawbar and everything, that'll be done. So then Saturday, I'll spin it around, and I'll get the clutch pedal and the 2 brake pedals done, and I'll get the little grab handles done. Probably maybe by Friday night. And then I can maybe think about cutting that frame and putting those steps on there. So there's still ways to go. But then Sunday I might get going on the front axle assembly. I'm excited to see that. So the front axle, and then this will get even though this one doesn't have it, I'm going to put a nice a frame. There's a frame that bolts on both sides of this, and it comes out and holds the weights on the front. I love how the weights look, so I'm definitely going to I'll make the weights. Here's the plow again. Like I said before, this will be 4 feet long, hooked to the back of this, and the tractor will be a little over 3 feet long, so this will be 7 feet long. So just to kind of give you an idea of that plow sitting on here. Whoa, yowza, yowza. 6 feet, 7 feet. So in that tractor, in fact, it won't sit on. I'll sit on the lift here probably. So if we go, sorry about my peanut mess here. Okay, so right there, let me move this. Right there. Okay, 7 feet, 7 foot right there. So when this 40-20 and the plow is done, it'll be from that edge of that to here long. So it's going to be a pretty cool model. This was my favorite tractor of all the tractors, and I'm totally excited about it. I'm excited about to do the 60-30 too, but this is the one. This is the one that I'd like to build. We still have the 530, so it'd be kind of fun to build the 530 too. I don't know what's going to happen down the road with my model building, but these are the last of my models. I'm almost 70 years old, and I still have a passion for it. I can't get out here and be out here enough, but you just know that one day you just know it's coming, it's going to happen. That you just aren't going to feel good, but as long as I can keep doing it, I'm going to. So I got people. Okay, Dad, what do we got to say? You want to talk about your weight?
If we talk about that again, you're losing your camera person. Oh.
So you're going to quit if I talk about my weight?
And mine.
But I'm not mentioning any numbers.
Don't matter.
So that's like a threat? You're threatening me? You're quitting?
Definitely.
You're quitting?
Definitely.
All right. So how about, can you mention that you just made some no-bake cookies?
Yeah, that you can.
How many did you make? Just
I don't know.
Each? 2 each?
Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, I bet. I bet you made 2 each. Okay, so what time is it? 4:45?
All right.
All right, guys. Andy, if you watch this, sorry I couldn't come and help you build something, but I get sidetracked and I never get nothing done. So I got it. Even Deb tries to get me to do projects, and I say, Deb, priorities. Right, Deb?
Yeah, that's right.
She gets her time. We have it written right down every day, and she checks it off every day.
Oh, jeez.
How much time I have to spend. No, not have to spend with her. How much time I want to spend with her.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Some days she says, okay, your time's up, and so I come out here, and she's kind of glad, I think, so.
All right, wrap it up.
Okay, so let's see. Wednesday, something happened exciting today. Oh, I know, we went out for lunch.
That was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, see you guys. Thanks for all the nice comments.